We have a lot to cover. Hey, Levians, and it's Sister here. Hopefully having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back today in Sword Fighter Simulator because we're going to be going over the newest update and some of the new things that have been brought about, including a world boss and a bunch of other stuff. So if you have not already, please make sure you smash the like button, do the same subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it a lot, and let's get right on into it. So first things first, we have a brand new world. We have this thing right here. So here is the price when you go to enter it. This is the egg. And these are the starting mobs. These HP has been reduced considerably. They were about 700 QAV, so they've been nerfed probably close to 30 to 35%, which is a big increase. Like that is for them to get nerfed that much. That's kind of, yeah. So it should be a little bit easier. That also means that this is actually not scaled compared to the others. That means this zone is scaled easier than the others. So that's definitely something to note. But yeah, there's the starting guys. We have the next tier guys all the way up here. So this is the Undertide's Bounty Hunter. The third tier guys is going to be the Seabourns. Also back here near the Seabourns, we do have the crafting station. You do need a sea beast to get some emerald stones. That's going to be the seaweed slicer. And if you don't know, the crafting weapons are basically the second best secret for the update. So if you're going to want to farm, I'd go farm these little sea guys down here. And then up here, we do have our unknown deep sea divers. This is going to be the bosses of the zone. And do notice that it does say boss up there. This is going to come in handy when we're talking about one of the other new features, which is pet traits. Forgot to mention this part in the original video. Also, there is a brand new overworld mount that you can get from the bosses. So the guys with tentacles. It is the water slug, so it is 35 speed. There's somewhat on it. I just want to share that with y'all real quick, because I was editing the video and realized I never said anything about it. Now, if you're looking for locations for the other mobs, we have our darkness mobs that spawn over there. So there's a picture of them. There you go, with that HP. And then if you are looking for the blood moon guys, we're gonna go on over here. So basically, if you take an immediate left out of spawn, do a lot of jumping, you can come on over here to this lovely little hole. And this is where both of the blood moon mobs spawn. We have the Amalia's spawn down here, and then we have our big shark guy. So there's his stats. Is also my thumbnail. So now you will notice I am riding a very unique mount, and we actually have the introduction of mount skins. So I actually kind of like this. I think this is a cool idea. Definitely something different. These have no effect on speed. I'm actually using Cupid wings for speed right now. These are strictly cosmetic, and if you do click this button right here, you can't see the percents down in the corner. So we do have three. We have the UFO, the mech, the Infernal Charger, which I kind of really want, and we have the Sapphire Serpent. So these do cost Robux to get. However, keep in mind, they're strictly cosmetic, guys. They do absolutely no change. So I actually kind of like this guy. It does have animations. It kind of wobbles back and forth, and I'm kind of standing on top of it. So I kind of like that. I am also very sideways. Who else is turning their screen just a little bit? Now, we do have some other stuff. Let's go and go back to the main starting zone. We have the Dark Forest. Let's go ahead and get these chests real quick. Now that I'm already ranked on up. There we go. Okay. We go back here. There is now a global boss. So if you go on in here, every 6 hours, we're going to have a boss spawn in here. And basically what this does is you are able to go over and swing and hit it. I did do it during stream. Do make sure that you have gotten through both stages of the attacking. Now, if you're wanting to attack this guy pretty quickly, my biggest recommendation is using 2 tiny 5 swords. If you have dual wield, I would do that. If you have single, I would just use 1. So the top 15 players over here do get a reward. They do get some wingies that are animated, that flap. Those actually kind of look kind of cool. I may actually take my wings off if I ever manage to get that, but we'll have to see. So this is what kind of happened. He has usually a lot of health. Like, I don't know. Here's the amount from stream. But yeah, so basically you get the first reward, and that's just basically you have participated in the combat. And then in order to get the global reward, which the global reward was ×4 or ×2 power for 4 hours. So most of those people got that. I know the wings are still kind of getting distributed. There was a bug with that. Because someone decided not to play nice with others and with hackthering when the update came out, and it caused it to bug for a lot of people. So I do know that has been an issue that has been addressed. If you have had global chat open, you've started noticing that people are getting OP pets and OP mounts. Where these two are located is in here. So OP mount, OP pet. There also is a pity system now, which you can kind of get a glance at when I open this up. However, I don't know why it's going away. It's slightly bugged. There also is a game pass with this that increases the luck. And again, it's bugged right now. They are aware. They are trying to fix it. So this is the percent rewards. What this does is it'll show a screenshot of someone who actually was able to get it before it was bugged. Basically, that's the screenshot. That's the percents that it increases it by. OP mount is plus 65, and the OP pet is times 90Q right now, which that's kind of nuts. That makes the big serpent stupidly good. Stupidly good. We do have a new code that I have not redeemed yet. Let's go ahead and go on over that. So, sorry for luck, because if you didn't know, when the update came out, luck was bugged. Oh, cool, you get a power boost. Nice. So, just kind of keep that in mind that was really bugged when everything came out. Now, next thing to note, we do actually have 2 new machines, and I kind of want to explain how these work. Oh, GG's for getting the OP pet. Now, the first one is over here in Sacred Lands, and this is the Limit Breaker. So, how the Limit Breaker works, let me unlock a pet. Y'all can actually see, and we can kind of go on over it. Let me go ahead and unequip this hooded figure. So basically how this works is you are able to increase the level by 10, and you just need to be able to basically feed it pets. Let me go ahead and unequip this one as well, and run on over here. So basically, I'm going to select this one. If I add 2 pets, it's going to cost me 750 Robux, but if I add 3, it's free, and I'm able to increase the original pet's level cap by 10, which means we can start getting some pretty overpowered pets. So especially if you're a free-to-play player, this is actually kind of good for you. So I'm trying to remember if Limit Breaker is limited to... Yeah, you do have to have a max level pet in order to do this, but the 2 pets that you feed to it don't have to be maxed, so that's actually kind of nice. So this is just something to kind of help increase your power by utilizing pets. Because in Secret Lands, you're kind of going to start stalling. And we have High Heavens. So in here, we have the new pet trait system. So this is going to be the big new thing. So basically, you put a pet in here. So if I put a goldfish in here, it costs Vibrant Shards. Vibrant Shards you get from dungeons and somewhat from towers. Towers needs a massive buff. It needs a lot of things, but it has its own currency. The only way to get those tokens right now is Robux or Vibrant Shards. Now, what's really cool about this is there's actually an index that kind of shows you what everything does. So let me run you all through this real quick. I'll have a guide out shortly about kind of what to be picking, what to be doing. And Runner is going to be one of them. So Runner you can get. You can also get Wealthy, which is more coins. We have Veracity, which increases the power of the pet, which that's going to be super useful, especially for your power teams. And I mentioned teams, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Next, we have Tactical, which increases the damage towards bosses. So if a mob is classified as a boss, you will do more damage to it. Not everything's included in that. Diligent, this increases your weapon damage. This one's going to be good everywhere. A little bit harder to get, though. Next up we have is Leader. So Leader increases your pet's power by 5% to all pets. So as far as like the cream of the crop, Leader 5 is definitely something to be looking for. And then we have Genius 5, which that is going to increase your weapon damage by a lot. See, it's a 7.5 start. And what was Diligent at level 1 was 4. So that's basically an upgraded version of Diligent. So kind of keep that in mind. You can't see the percents over here. So Runner is movement speed, coins, Ferocity is power, Tactical is damage towards bosses, Diligent is damage, lower tier, Leader is increased power for all your pets, and Genius is going to be increasing damage even more. So I think that's actually, I kind of like how they did that. I do know there was some skepticism about it being like another game, like a enemy fetcher simulator, and I'm kind of glad that that got changed. Super excited for that. Let me just grab a random pet real quick. Big Tidbit. So again, my luck's not affecting this. Big Tidbit, I can recommend for y'all is I would get a team of pets that just are for damage, and I would get a team of pets that are just for power. And when I say team, you're like, what? Teams? Yes, actually, if you go to loadouts now, you can actually have 2 different loadouts. You can have a power loadout. So this will give me my power loadout because it'll also save your relics and your weapons that you are equipping. Now, if you do delete one of these pets, I will let you know you are going to have to redo your whole loadout again. But I mean, for the most part, as long as you like, say I remove one of these, if I just hit equip, I go back in and I delete that after I equip it and then fix my pets. Super, super easy to kind of figure out. It's not that difficult. I have done this several times already. Super, super, super useful. This is so useful. It's not even funny. Now, what I would recommend doing, I will make a guide on this, is I would start taking your common pets. As you can see, I have a bunch of clownfish, celestial clownfish down here, and they all have pet enchants. I actually spent time and rolled them because it's cheaper to enchant those guys. Because secrets are 150. This was decreased. It was a lot more. We have Anchor of the Sea is 100. We have Anglerfish is 60. I don't have anything others, but these guys are 25, so it's actually pretty cheap. So you get about 120 shards if you do a easy one. So that's 5 rerolls for these guys, which is actually pretty good. I'm actually excited for that. So I really don't have any of the weapons because I haven't really gotten any good drops, but I do know people are going to ask. Gilded Wave, Barnacle Basher, Wooden Ore, Shark Tooth Dagger, Riptide. So those are all of those. Now the only other thing with the update that we have going on is more hard room dungeons. I can't really show you that because I can do 48. I really can't push much further than that. So kind of keep that in mind. Now again, guys, I was looking over here. When you do go and attack these mobs, if it does not say boss above it, it does not count towards that boss. It is considered a normal minion, which means if you have damage units, it's not going to count. So kind of keep that in mind that only when it says boss, do you get more damage. So that does include these guys up here. So you may want to have a pet team for bosses. You may want to have a pet team for just doing damage in general. So loadouts, you can buy 3 more extra team slots for Robux right there. So once they fix the stupid luck thing, I'll show that too. But yeah, I wouldn't get too fixated on this. I do hope they decrease the pity, because the pity right now for the mount is like 1,000, which is a stupid amount. So hopefully they'll fix that in the future. But plebs, thank y'all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying the update. I'm gonna get back on my grind. I'll see y'all next time.